For many people watching the news today, it may seem like Iran is fighting almost everyone at once. Missiles, drones, proxy wars, naval threats, and rising military tensions have made Iran one of the most discussed countries in global politics. But why is this happening? Why does Iran appear involved in conflicts across so many places? To understand this, we need to go back several decades. Everything changed in 1979 during the Iranian Revolution. Before that revolution, Iran was one of the closest allies of the United States in the Middle East. But after the revolution, a new Islamic government came to power and declared that foreign powers, especially America, had too much influence in the region. From that moment, Iran began building a new foreign policy based on independence, resistance, and regional power. Iran's leaders believed that if they did not expand influence beyond their borders, enemies could surround them. This idea became even stronger after the brutal Iran-Iraq War, where Iran suffered enormous destruction and loss of life. That war taught Iran one major lesson: never wait for danger to arrive at your own border. So instead of depending only on traditional armies, Iran developed a different strategy. It began supporting allied groups across the Middle East. In Lebanon, Iran strongly backed Hezbollah. In Iraq, it supported several armed militias. In Syria, Iran helped the government during civil war. In Yemen, Iran has been linked to support for the Houthis. This network gave Iran influence far beyond its borders. Supporters call it strategic defense. Opponents call it regional interference. One of Iran's biggest rivalries is with Israel. Iran sees Israel as a powerful military rival and strongly opposes its regional role. Israel, on the other hand, sees Iran's missile program and regional alliances as a direct threat. Because of this, both countries have fought for years through cyber attacks, intelligence operations, and indirect military strikes. Sometimes these conflicts remain hidden. Sometimes they explode publicly. Another major factor is Iran's conflict with the United States. For years, heavy sanctions targeted Iran's economy. Its banking system, oil exports, and trade routes were heavily restricted. Iran argues that sanctions are economic warfare. Its critics argue sanctions are necessary because of Iran's nuclear ambitions and military activities. The nuclear issue became one of the biggest global concerns. Many countries fear Iran could eventually build nuclear weapons. Iran insists its nuclear program is peaceful and for energy purposes. This disagreement has kept tensions high for years. Recently, direct military exchanges increased dramatically. After strikes blamed on Israel and Western allies targeted Iranian-linked positions, Iran responded more openly than before. Missiles and drones were launched toward military targets, shipping routes, and strategic infrastructure. That is why today many people feel Iran is attacking many sides at once. But from Iran's perspective, these actions are often described as retaliation. Iran also wants to send a message: it cannot be pressured without response. Inside Iran, military strength also carries political meaning. Showing power helps leadership maintain authority at home and among allies abroad. In Middle Eastern politics, weakness can invite pressure from rivals. That is why even limited attacks often carry huge symbolic importance. But this strategy carries serious risks. Every strike can trigger another response. Every response can pull more countries into conflict. And because the Middle East controls some of the world's most important oil routes, even regional fighting can affect global energy prices and international markets. The biggest fear now is that local conflicts could grow into a wider war. So is Iran attacking everyone? The deeper answer is no. Iran is operating inside a long struggle involving security fears, regional rivalry, ideology, sanctions, and military pressure. And until those deeper issues are resolved, the conflict is likely to continue.